Osu cheaters are dumb, so let's laugh at them today. Here are the dumbest Osu cheaters you've never heard of. Howlwater. This guy is kind of strange. He started off playing Minecraft, cheating on Hypixel, and then he transitioned over to Osu. He was a pretty active player at the beginning of his journey, but then he set a play on a map with cheats, supposedly, so he got restricted for the first time. Yep, he got restricted a further 5 times before getting unbanned. He would then continue the cycle of cheating. Something was seriously wrong with his brain. This was emphasized more when he set a blatantly cheated score on Gangsta. This would be the end of Howlwater, or so we thought, because after this he would actually become a famous Fortnite pro and YouTuber. Unfortunately, he sold all his social media accounts and wiped everything. However, he is currently unbanned on Bancho and now goes by the name Valmira. Now let's look at a funny instance of cheating. Old BTMC was in a multi-lobby with some of his friends and they were playing Honesty, the stream map. Except someone named Gyze Honesty joined their lobby and started playing with them, and eventually he FC'd. After that match, he got banned 2 minutes later.
He scored!
Honestly, this was pretty harmless, and it was nice to see a cheater just mess around for fun. Brighter. This guy was hella suspicious. He was mainly known for his #1 scores on certain maps where he would FC within 4 to 10 tries, which was insanely suspicious, to say the least. This combined with the fact he had a low playtime and him having connections to other cheaters like Uno, who we will be talking about after, was extremely weird. After some more rage baiting and taunting the community with his funny tweets, he would eventually get restricted. Also, he wrote a letter about his cheating behavior, and honestly, it was quite funny. He was talking about Uno, the guy I mentioned before, and him being able to get away with cheating, and that the anti-cheat updated after he set a score, and that the Matrix was going to get him. This guy was a troll. But I'm still quite surprised it took staff so long to ban this cheater, especially when he was a top 50 player. Okay, this next guy is an even bigger clown. Proteu was a terrible cheater, as in he couldn't hide them well. He would go on stream and flex his quote-unquote skill when in reality he was a blatant cheater. On some occasions, his tapping sounds didn't even match the gameplay happening on screen. Bro was also closing his eyes on the jump section, damn near falling asleep. Just look at this mess. Also, it was proven that he multi-accounted a lot. This guy was a total shit show. Okay, let's have a look at Hide on Note, another brain-dead cheater. This guy was a top 50 player, and while he was active, he didn't really get many accusations, and people actually thought he was legit, until he started to fold. A couple people made suspicious threads on r/Osu report, accusing him of cheating, so in return, he made a live play on Euphorium, except you know the drill. It's kind of hard to make a live play when you're cheating, and this was the result. Now, looking at this, it looks like something isn't quite right. His aim is extremely snappy and fast-paced. Well, it turns out he was actually using Time Warp. And not only did he get restricted because of this live play, but another famous cheater, Morgan, had some words for him.
We put it to 1.5 playback speed on both. So I've lined them up so we can see the comparison between them. I'm going to lower the opacity of the upper one. As you can see, this is on 1.5 speed, and this is the thing I just recorded. They're the exact same. So his play is just a hidden only play sped up to hidden double time.
Who knew cheaters would be so good at detecting cheats? Also, another funny ass thing is that when Hide on Note made the original live play, which is unavailable now, he used a digital clock to prove it wasn't sped up, which is hilarious because you can easily fake it and add it into post-production. Are you enjoying the video so far? If so, subscribe, thank you. Now let's look at another wacky instance of cheating, but this time it was a top 10 Beat Saber player cheating in Osu. His name is Aquaflee. Basically, he was another cheater that came out of nowhere, but he was firmly stopped in his tracks when he was around rank 850. Because he was constantly setting AR11 scores with insanely fast progression. Not only this, but he got trolled in the end by Kingling. Basically in DMs, Kingling was pretending to be impressed, but he was basically taunting him for cheating. And this funny joke at the end got me dying. It really is hard to rank up with no account. Now, how about a classic, Lengendre? Lengendre got the quote-unquote first FC on image material back in 2014 when the map was still new and people couldn't FC it. Obviously, this was a cheated score. I mean, just look at his aim. After this, he would get restricted. But instead of quitting there, he went to go play on Fire Digger's private Osu server, Gitari, where he set the supposed first 900 PP play on Milk Crown. But again, if you watch the play, the aim is hella suspicious and it looks like blatant cheats. However, the funny thing was that Fire Digger made a response defending him, and therefore this meme was created.
Yes, I've analyzed it and it's not really that suspicious. I'm willing to believe that this play is legit.
After a while, he actually got unbanned on Bancho servers just to toss away his chance of redeeming himself by choking a 1200 PP play on Storytellers with DT. That score solidified his fate, and he was sent back to the Shadow Realm. Now let's look at Uno. He was a stupid relaxed cheater known for being extremely toxic. Take this instance where some guy was accusing him of cheating, and rightfully so, and Uno responds with this crazy message that's now a copy pasta. My guy really molding in Discord saying I cheat with no evidence whatsoever, XD. Just cause you're absolutely garbage with shit plays and only 4-digit after 80k play count, lol, get good imbecile. He was also transphobic, but that's besides the point. He was a pretty blatant cheater, but Osu stuff just led him through the top 100 gates, even the top 50 gates. And even after 14 Osu reports made on the guy, he still wasn't banned. And eventually it went to the point where he had to get a Hidamari no Uta 99% AC 700 PP score for him to get banned. Also, he had connections to other cheaters like Brighter, the one I mentioned before. Go figure, cheaters like hanging out with each other. Now let's look at a mysterious offline cheater who went by the name Nara. One day, it was suspected that Nara was cheating, but the accuser was uncertain of how it was done. With their recollection of weird flicking in his Santa-san gameplay, it was about time something would eventually come out about him. And wow, what a shock, he was cheating. But the method he used was quite unusual. He would log in to set a score, cut the internet, play with time warp, reconnect to the internet after the play, and the game would still be able to count his score and submit it. He even goes to the lengths of calling Osu a shit game that couldn't detect cheats. I mean, it still can't, but that's a discussion for another time. Now, someone that barely anyone knows, Totoki. This guy is the ultimate scumbag. He used a replay editor during a live tournament, and he would also cheat outside of tourneys. The main problem was that he used a replay editor in SST 2018, a 3v3 tournament with a prize pool of 200 Canadian dollars and a profile badge on the line. Anyways, this guy got banned, and he was basically a ghost after this incident. This is similar to the Fia situation, but it was a time when replay editing during live tourneys was extremely unheard of, and people were flabbergasted by his behavior. If you liked the video, click on this one on screen to watch some more dumb Osu cheaters, and make sure to subscribe. Okay, bye bye.